Breaking. Nigerian Air Force kills notorious ISWAP commander Malam Ari. Welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. The Nigerian military has killed the notorious senior commander of the Islamic State West African province, Commander Malam Ari, in an airstrike. I will say again, we do not need this kind of a news. Yes, the military will need to, massage their ego. They need to be, told, appreciated. Please, we totally appreciate the work they are doing. We appreciate the work they are putting in. But can somebody just help us communicate to them that we do not want to keep hearing news like this? That you killed a particular person does not mean you have even won the battle, not to talk of a war. Information reaching us about almost it's going to a week now is that a particular local government in BORNO state have been hijacked by Boko Haram. I don't know if it is Boko Haram or ISWAP in particular, one of its terrorist group, and that is now the person's base. While we were still talking about that, another school was hijacked and the person have made it their base. What is going on? And yet one person is killed and they rushed. I'm not saying that they should not announce, but this is a victory rather announced too early. These people are online too. These so-called terrorists, they're online. You think they don't have the connection to come online and get information? With all this, Nigerian military is only making they are opening themselves up to another attack from the ISWAP. They should know better. There should be things hidden from the media. We do not care to know how many people they have gone down. The most important thing is that people of a northern region, for them to live in peace, for that place to be secure once again, for their children not to keep seeing out of terrorism as the normal way of life. Very, very important. The news in detail, please stay with us. Using the Super Tucano aircraft under Operation Harankai, the Nigerian Air Force eliminated several other ISWAP commanders and terrorists in Ķ⁰. Ari was in charge of Ķ⁰. He was killed alongside foreign mercenaries fabricating improvised explosive device (IED) for the terrorists who were killed during the airstrikes by the aircraft. The airstrikes were reportedly authorized after intelligence revealed over 40 terrorists converging at the fringes of northeast Ķ⁰, close to a point where a suspected ISWAP flag was hoisted. Some were also seen with weapons around a nearby makeshift structure, which was likely indication that the structure might have had a high-caliber terrorist target. After the airstrike, some of the surviving terrorists were observed making frantic efforts to put out the fire that ensued, while others took to their heels. Indeed, the makeshift structures were significantly bombed and destroyed at the fringes. Several ISWAP fighters were neutralized in the airstrikes, including one Malam Ari, who was identified as Fiye of Ķ⁰. According to PR Nigeria, the Nigerian Air Force spokesperson Air Commando Edward Gabret confirmed that the Nigerian Air Force indeed carried out some strikes in areas around Ķ⁰, but remained silent as the number of identities of the casualties. ISWAP leadership recently made sweeping changes to their structures due to the loss of some of its key members killed, mainly through airstrikes by the Nigerian Air Force aircraft. Like I said, it is too early. It is too early. It is too early. It is too early to jubilate. My God. Sincerely, I don't even understand. I don't know if it is in a bid to prove a point that they are really doing something about it. It's making them to give away this kind of news, or it is somebody signaling the terrorists, because I don't really understand why a war. We are at war. If the Nigerian military and the federal government have not realized There are people waging war on our people. And funny enough, or as bad as it gets, these people waging war on our people, the people they are waging war on, are actually not warlords. They are citizens of Nigeria that have entrusted their lives and property into the hands of the federal government the day they actually stepped into office. These military men took an oath to save Nigeria, to guard Nigeria, to secure Nigeria. Yes. Such news are not to be. Look, we don't even care, I keep saying it. Let's say, for instance, something happened and a certain member in Aso Rock is missing. Will you come out and start jubilating when the person is not yet safe back in Aso Rock? No. This is exactly how those people who have been attacked, who war is being waged on a daily basis, those people, all they do is cry and wail, cry to the government, cry to God. Meanwhile, there are things that can be used to ensure that things like this do not repeat itself again. I feel one of the way these people get information is from such information. The terrorists, you get information from the media. Yes, you are killing them, you are announcing it. Meanwhile, your job is not even close to half done. It's not close to quarter done. We have not heard that in BORNO State there is now serenity. We have not heard that in Zamfara State there is serenity. We have not heard in Abuja to Kaduna Road there is not serenity. What is going on? The jubilation is just too much. You killed just one person, of course, and we're not even sure. You did an airstrike and you are announcing to the whole world that you did an airstrike. I mean, this is an attitude of people who are really not serious. Don't get me wrong, sincerely. Don't get me wrong. Those who are actually in the war, they know what they are facing. But announcing their effort, I think it is not even a good idea. It is going to make their effort very futile. You are announcing to the world and telling them what and where they are, how they shot these people. Meanwhile, in the real sense, you're also telling these people now. You are telling those who are not with these people to go and attack more people. I won't be surprised when they say another attack was made in so town, that the ISWAP member said it is in revenge or avenge. Yes. You don't need to come out and say things like this. The military are trying, yes. But this, I don't know if it is the media, I don't know sincerely. There's some information that is not even supposed to be released. In fact, to some people. People who are going for this operation, they're the only ones who are supposed to be having some information. It should be treated as top secret. I mean, I hope they come to realize that this announcement is not necessary. On this note, we've come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.